Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. Hasbro just officially unveiled the images of their new incoming Marvel Legends wave that's based off the upcoming movie The Marvels, which I somehow feel is going to do terrible business at the box office because it kind of looks more like content that you can just watch on streaming TV instead of the big screen. And it features a bunch of characters that no one is really interested in, and also because stuff that was based off secondary characters like Ant-Man 3 just flopped. Okay, so the public seems less tolerant of stuff like this now. You get a mixture of 3 female characters that are taken from the movie and 4 characters that have nothing to do with the movie, and you get a Hulk Build-A-Figure just to make sure that the whole wave sells, I guess, which I don't really think it will unless most of it is on clearance. Now, of course, we get the Brie Larson Captain Marvel figure, and I gotta say that the likeness of Brie on this figure is fantastic. Okay, but what's the point, all right? She already had a fantastic looking figure all the way back in 2019 with the Captain Marvel movie figures, and I just did a video talking about that, about how all of those figures are still on shelves here in Malaysia. Okay, like 4 years later, nobody bothered to pick them up. Okay, those were pretty good looking figures, but nobody wanted them. You see that Brie here comes with a bunch of energy blast effects and a set of alternate hands. But you know what? The figure that came out in 2019 came with a whole lot more stuff. Okay, it's now been heavily discounted to something like less than 10 USD here in Malaysia, but still nobody wants it. So how do you think that this one's gonna do? And then we get the Heroes Return Iron Man, which is totally retro 90s. If you were reading comics in the 90s, and actually Marvel comics in the 90s were really pretty good, and you were probably caught up in the whole Heroes Reborn event that saw characters like Iron Man and Captain America, a bunch of other guys, Fantastic Four, get reinvented in a new alternate universe. I was caught up in the hype of it all back then too. I bought all the books. Man, Heroes Return was basically the point that they brought back these guys back into the Marvel universe as we know it. And this is the version of Iron Man as he appeared in that series. The figure comes with a bunch of swappable blast effect hands. And you know what? Honestly, this is a pretty good looking figure. But the weird thing is just that he doesn't come with the Build-A-Figure part. Okay, he's like totally unique, stand apart by himself. And I guess you could just get him as a standalone figure. But why couldn't they just make this like a wave of 6 figures so you could save some money perhaps? And just have the Build-A-Figure part come with this good-looking Iron Man figure. What do you guys think? I mean, it's ridiculous. Why spread it out to 7 figures? I don't get it. Okay, and then we're going back to characters from the actual movie itself. And here we've got Marvel's Photon. Again, just like Brie Larson, I think that the actress likeness here is really good. Okay, you can't really seem to go wrong with Marvel Legends these days when it comes to capturing the actor or actress likeness. But when it comes to the actual sets themselves, like this thing is pretty bare bones, okay? I mean, Photon only comes with a set of alternate swappable hands, nothing else. And then we've got Karnak, okay? Karnak looks like he could be a bad guy. He's actually one of the good guys. He's a martial artist, superhero type being. And you know what? He looks pretty okay design-wise, but again, okay, the set only comes with like an alternate set of hands. He's a martial artist, so he comes with alternate combat hands. But honestly speaking, this is a $25 figure. Okay, all of these figures are like $25. And, that pretty much is a hefty amount to pay for just like a figure by itself that really doesn't come with a lot of stuff. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I just feel that these Marvel Legends figures, okay, these days, they seem to be going really low when it comes to like accessories, additional display options and stuff like that. Okay, and then we have the last of the 3 characters from this wave, who's actually from the movie itself, okay, and it's Kamala Khan. Now, Kamala Khan, to the best of my knowledge, is not really a fan favorite, but somehow she seems to be everywhere. It's like she's getting incredible exposure in such a short time. Live action, I think a cartoon as well, the comics. However, in the comics, recently, apparently they've made the decision to kill her off. Okay, she just recently got killed. All right, but she does live on in the live action movie, which has resulted in this action figure. And what is up with that face sculpt? All right, she looks demented. Come on. All right. However, she comes with an incredible accessory, which is Goose. Okay, technically making this a 2-pack of sorts. All right. And Goose is seen here in tentacled combat mode. Okay, with all these tentacles just bursting out of its mouth. Right. Really freaky. Right. Pretty great looking sculpt, making this sort of like a creature 2-pack. And basically, well, I guess this is the only way you're going to get him. Okay, you got to get the Kamala Khan figure, Okay, and then we've got Quicksilver. Sorry, Marvel Boy. Okay, Marvel Boy here is well, he looks pretty okay, I guess. Right, the sculpt's pretty clean, and he appears to come with what appears to be like two blasters here. But honestly, I gotta wonder at this point. Okay, what's with all the heroes in this wave? Okay, I mean, they're doing some pretty generic characters here that are not part of the movie. Why couldn't we get like more villains as well? The lack of bad guys in this wave, plus the fact that a lot of the characters here are just really obscure, just adds to my entire feeling that this whole wave is going to be pretty much backwarming. However, when it comes to villains, I suppose that Commander Rogers here probably fits the bill, okay? Because if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to be a bad guy. The Hydra loyalist version of him, technically making him, I guess, evil. Okay, and that's why his face looks like that, okay? What is up with that face, okay? Again, I mean, this is one of the worst Captain America slash Steve Rogers face I've seen on an action figure that's been put out by Marvel Legends, all right? I mean, everything else about the figure actually looks pretty good, okay? The sculpting on the outfit, the details, the shield. The shield actually looks like it's got something like a translucent quality. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good, I gotta say, right? But look, that face completely sinks the figure, all right? However, you're gonna have to get past that face, okay? Because you're gonna have to trade that face in order to get the Hulk head, okay? All right, because the Hulk head comes with this particular figure, all right? The one piece that you need, okay, just complete your entire Build-A-Figure Hulk. And the Build-A-Figure Hulk is actually supposed to be the totally awesome Hulk, all right? There's like a recent comic book incarnation of him from a couple of years ago where he's actually based off a kid named Amadeus Cho who wanted to be the Hulk and found a way to do so. That's right, okay, he found a way to become the totally awesome Hulk. So anyway, I mean, this figure looks pretty alright. I mean, I gotta say that if you're a Hulk completist, you're probably gonna need him in your collection, right? But for me personally, well, you know, I mean, it's like as a builder figure, I think we've seen tons of Hulks, okay, over the years. You know what I mean? Okay, so I don't really know whether this one here is gonna be enough to move people to actually get the entire wave. You gotta let me know, honestly. But anyway, just share your thoughts in the comment section below what you think of this entire wave. Like I said, honestly, I believe that this whole wave, okay, turns up, especially here in Malaysia, it's gonna pack warm, okay, until it's on clearance, okay. And at that point, probably, you know, most people would probably like to get that whole Build-A-Figure Hulk. But as of right now, I gotta say honestly that Heroes Return Iron Man is looking pretty solid. Drop your comments below and I'll be back again soon with more content.